James Hewitt denies being Prince Harry's father after decades of rumors. Are you Prince Harry's father? It alleges a princess affair with former cavalry soldier James Hewitt in a love novel manner. That's the problem. Do not annoy them. Breaking news startled the royal family. Prince Harry's father has been confirmed by DNA tests. She approached me and complained about her job. Do you have newspaper deals? Absolutely not. You said this came from where? Nothing to say. Without the truth, my family and I will never be at peace. Many believe that James Hewitt, Princess Diana's late 1980s close friend, was Prince Harry's father, not King Charles. His life will change with the new irrefutable proof. These numbers reveal what's shocking. Hold on, because we'll expose the story that made Prince Harry pale and the world doubt it. He may have slept with Diana, but that's all he has to sell the book. Pick up the paper and release him. Do you see people? People are inside. What Diana and James Hewitt did. Prince Harry's biological parents have been rumored for years, but most people dismiss them. Harry's connection to Princess Diana's ex-boyfriend James Hewitt is key. Even though Diana met Hewitt years after Harry was born, people are skeptical because Hewitt's red hair resembles Harry's. Not only Harry was influenced by these stories, they tarnished the royal dynasty and raised questions about their authenticity and pedigree. As stunning DNA findings are released, everyone clutches their breath. Results confirm an evident fact, say insiders. But whose truth? Are the allegations incorrect and King Charles is Harry's father? Do the data portray a scarier story that transforms Harry and weakens the royal family? Both options might have major consequences for Harry, the country, and the throne. Not simply the news matters to Prince Harry. Really about you. His life has been full with public attention battles, from losing his mother to constant press coverage. Even his name being mentioned publicly is a painful twist that demonstrates how much he desires solitude and to be viewed as legitimate. DNA results are more than a question-answer. They reflect the suffering of a guy searching for identity. How does this affect Prince Harry and the royal family? Most importantly, are we ready for answers? Watch this area for royal drama updates. Before understanding this intriguing tension, let's start over. Diana and James Hewitt's relationship. Hang on, things will get more fascinating. 1986 saw the princess meet James Hewitt. After Diana's marriage to Prince Charles soured, they began dating. Prince Charles' marriage was difficult, but Diana found consolation in Hewitt, a gorgeous and charming former British Army officer. Diana and Hewitt started dating after meeting at a party. For years, they were together. Diana paid him to teach her to ride because she liked horses and equestrian sports. Diana's beauty, elegance, and openness immediately attracted Hewitt. Diana chose Hewitt to escape the intense emphasis on royal life and her worsening relationship with Charles. He was the only one who truly loved her, as she felt increasingly alone in her marriage. An affair developed quickly in their relationship. They spent time together in London and secret rural locations, generally in the countryside, where they could ride horses and relax. Diana simultaneously dealt with her husband's infidelity and this covert relationship. Everyone knew Camilla Parker Bowles. Diana's friendship with Hewitt helped her recover from her divorce. In 1990, rumors about their relationship swept the community. When they were dating, speculations grew and the media covered their connection. Diana and Hewitt dated secretly until the early 1990s, despite public knowledge. When their relationship became public, things grew worse. Diana's 1995 Panorama interview with Martin Bashir was legendary. She candidly discussed her marriage and other issues. She never mentioned Hewitt, but mentioned her loneliness. How she sought pals outside her marriage. Hewitt was closely monitored after Diana's speech. Diana and Hewitt publicly admitted to an affair, but they were clearly separated before Diana's 1997 death. Hewitt was still in the news after their breakup, especially following speculation that he was Prince Harry's father. Harry was only suspected of being Hewitt's son because they looked alike, especially with red hair. Diana and Hewitt debunked this theory. Hewitt has rarely gone public since Diana's death, but he has discussed the romance. He regrets that the connection cost him and Diana so much attention and heartache. He has always denied being Harry's father and maintained the stories about him were cruel and inaccurate. You may ask why the rumors persisted for years after everyone tried to end them. It may surprise you, but British media often exaggerate royal family stories. Because it fit with the image of a royal family with secrets and issues, the media sold millions of papers on the possibility that Harry wasn't Prince Charles' son. Many consider the royal family. They were simple to believe then. Stories like these made the royal family seem more human, even if it meant dwelling on their shortcomings. Even though many data disprove the reports, Harry and James Hewitt photos are being disseminated worldwide. Because they appear alike, the story continues despite its incoherence. Social media revived the story. Unverified stories spread quickly, so many don't know the reality. The facts are plain, yet people are still wondering. Something new may change everything. A DNA test? Solid proof that could definitively prove or deny these stories. Event leader? Most importantly, demonstrate. Keep your cool, the facts may surprise you. Prince Harry's paternity has long been a mystery to the royal family. The public has been hearing rumors about a DNA test to see if Prince Harry is James Hewitt's legitimate son. More drama means the royal family is less sure what will happen. Do we know much about this DNA test? The purported DNA test was initially mentioned by royal family members. Harry's paternity has been rumored for years, and each fresh story fuels the fire. The rumors have intensified because Harry and James Hewitt appear alike, especially with red hair. When Hewitt dated Princess Diana, he could not be Harry's father. Between all this, some sources say a covert DNA test was done to quell the rumors. As usual with royal things, much is kept secret. It's unclear who launched the test. If Harry consented. Some reports suggest a different lab performed the test. Some believe it was a royal family member's private study. The test was designed to compare Harry and James Hewitt's DNA to see if they were related. The premise was simple. If the test showed that Harry and Hewitt shared a lot of DNA, Hewitt may be Harry's father. However, if the test indicated no correlation, the claims would terminate. The question of why this test was done was interesting because people had varied opinions. The royal family may have employed the DNA test to address long-standing public mistrust. The royal family's personal lives are always interesting, especially after Harry and Meghan's departure from royal duties. This DNA test may have cleared the air and refocused attention on the monarchy's unity and strength. Harry also wants peace. Rumors and press attention have followed him his whole life. Since so much about his life is still unknown, finding out who fathered him may be the only way to reclaim the story. Harry may finish this period of his life and stop being publicized by answering the father question. The test is still a secret, but everyone wants to know what the results signify. Did the test stop or worsen reports? No one outside the royal family knows the answer because they've kept it so hidden. If Prince Harry wins, Diana and other royal family members' repeated denials that Hewitt was Harry's father would reinforce the claim that there is no match. Princess Diana stated in interviews that Prince Charles was Harry's father. The test findings in this suggest this report is false. But why is this still a problem after all these years? Has made even the smallest rumor global. Despite evidence, Harry's strained relationship with the press has kept the talk going. Harry may even use the test findings to reclaim his tale. If Hewitt is not Harry's father, Harry and the royal family will suffer. For Harry, it would stop decades of rumors. Once this chapter of his life was ended, he could move on without the press wondering about his parenthood. However, knowing the truth and that no one can doubt his parentage would make him feel better. One of the worst myths about the royal family could be stopped. People would remember that the family's private lives are too often public and that even false stories can have enduring impacts. The royal family has long struggled with public trust. They must clarify and improve their image. However, the media may keep hunting for fresh stories or manipulate the results to fit their own. The British press has a tendency of exaggerating royal news, so a test result may not be enough to quell the excitement. As mentioned, Harry has appeared before everyone, because people have observed him all his life, even when it hurts. We realize you may ask what made him famous. Could Princess Diana's younger son be the reason? Is it more than it seems? How has he handled years of public attention? Especially since his father's identity is still a source of tension. Find out. Prince Harry has long battled the media. Prince Harry's life is unusual. Public scrutiny, media interest, and recurring stories surround him. This makes Harry's press war appear endless. What does Harry think? Harry grew up in the spotlight since his older brother Prince William is Princess Diana and Prince Charles' son. He was constantly criticized from an early age. He was the royal family's wild child and faced paternity soul suspicions. Harry has often remarked that growing up in one of the world's most famous houses made him feel alone and overwhelmed by attention. Harry recounts his childhood hardships in Spare, his autobiography, mostly about the media exposing him and his family's private lives. He describes the stress and misery of being monitored and how the news impacted his self-image. Harry's account of losing Princess Diana and how the media covered it is one of Spare's most poignant moments. Diana died in a car accident while escaping the media. Harry was severely wounded. After she died, he still made headlines. He reacted in various ways. He felt helpless yet had to shield his family from invasive care. The rumors that Harry is James Hewitt's son are among his worst and most persistent charges. Even after repeated attempts to halt the story, it got worse and dogged Harry his whole life. Harry has disputed these charges several times in interviews, but the media has stayed with them. Harry expresses his dissatisfaction with the media's portrayal of his family and himself. He describes how it harmed him personally, self-worth-wise, and that he was locked in a gossip circle that never ended. His constant need to prove himself as a king and a person drove him crazy. He described how difficult it was to grow up with identity questions. His stories made him seem like a royal outsider. It wounded him since it made him question his identity and ruined his connection with his parents. What if I told you Harry struggles with public doubt beyond paternity rumors? He has long opposed media portrayals of him. Due to his youth and rebellion, Harry was viewed as the most typical royal. He was constantly monitored as he tried to find his way. The media has portrayed him as an unhappy prince and a royal who couldn't handle his duties. Harry has asked why some people believe these stories when there is so much evidence to the contrary in interviews. He's remarked that continual news coverage and speculations about his life have made it hard for him to trust anyone, even the press. He has long described his lack of religion, but he has also modified everything he says and does to fit a tale they can sell. His life altered when he left the royal family and relocated to the US with Meghan Markle. This shift was more than just a lifestyle change. It also helped him and his family escape years of bad press. Exactly what we expected. Harry has a strained relationship with the press since leaving the royal family. Spare, his autobiography, and Harry and Meghan, a Netflix documentary, highlighted how much media attention wounded him. Harry complained on these sites that the press had always tried to discredit him, citing his relationship with Meghan earlier rumors. Harry had to cope with paternity suspicions and other stories after moving to the US and trying to live a regular life. Harry described in interviews how difficult it was to explain his life to his kids, Archie and Lilibet, and how sad it caused him to think they would have to deal with lies like this. Harry's trying to control his story and cope with media attention's mental impacts. Harry's mental health has suffered from invasive fatherhood information and other stories. For a long time, he thought he had to conform to royal family and media expectations. Harry controls his memoir and public appearances, fighting back against the media's story about him. He hopes to end his lifelong questions and rumors by telling the truth. To conclude, Harry still struggles with media attention. Even though people will always be interested in him, Harry will always tell his narrative himself. He will do this through writing, public speaking, and personal improvement. What matters most is that he would strive for his peace and quiet. Would you be surprised to find that the British royal family has had difficulty before? British families have had various fatherhood or relationship troubles. We did well, we said that. The Prince Andrew fathership debate is notable. He may not be Prince Philip's son. This theory is based on how Elizabeth II and Henry Herbert, Lord Porchester or Porsche, met. Portia was close to the Queen and her racing manager. They shared a passion for horses. It was reported that they were having an affair in the late 1950s when Prince Andrew was born. The notion caught on because Philip was on a long trip overseas in early 1959. Some said that this timing permitted the Queen and Mr. Porchester to be together, but Andrew was born after Philip returned to the UK. Rumors persisted, because of Andrew's distinctive appearance and Portia's importance in the Queen's life. A lady-in-waiting reported Portia was handsome and Her Majesty looked captivated to him. Adding to the problem, Netflix's The Crown dramatized the Queen's relationship with Portia, making this narrative more popular. In one episode, she says Philip is the only man she has loved, despite everyone wanting her to marry Portia. Although false, these stories kept the rumor alive. The tale is intriguing, yet these claims are unsubstantiated. The Queen considered Philip her rock throughout their marriage. Still, their secret friendship and Andrew's birth timing create a story of whispers, what-ifs, and intrigue that captivates royal watchers and the world. These speculations, like those regarding Prince Harry's father, demonstrate public interest in royal family life. They also illustrated how easily royal crime rumors circulated without proof. The world wants answers to stop these rumors.